Welcome to another Tech Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about Google+. Google+ is Google's answer to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, social media. Google+ isn't like those where there's a lot of drama and yan back and forth between people. It's turned into very much of a productivity tool. There's communities where you can find all kind of information, ask questions, get real feedback, because you're not locked into these are my friends and these are my followers and stuff. You can have circles where you can divide out how you share information with people, and then those people can divide out how they share information back. So let's talk about it, and let's look at Google+. First off, to get to Google+, we can go to our app launcher and click on Google+, or we can just, as with most Google tools, type in the application we want, plus.google.com, and it will take us to our Google+ page. Now, if you work in my school district, if you're logged into Google with your Anderson 5 username and password, or logged into Chrome rather, it will automatically get you into Google+. You don't have to sign up or anything like that. If you're coming from a browser where you're not signed in, or you want to use your personal Gmail account or some other email account, you may have to sign up for Google+ to get to this page, but that's kind of a straightforward process. So in Google+, it pops up, and this is your feed. Your feed is where everybody posts. Now, you can sort your feed by looking at all the different posts from people. You can look posts from your friends, your family, acquaintances. If you've made your own circles, like I've made a circle of coworkers, I've made a circle of facilitators, which are some of the same people. I've made a circle of technology gurus. So I can sort through the information that I want to see. So first off, that's a really great tool that Google gives us, where we don't have to look at all the posts and read through all the posts. We can look at individual groups that we've assigned ourselves, so that we can see the information we want to see when we want to see it. So that's what we get when we come to Google at a glance, Google+ at a glance. Over here on the right is our Google Hangouts. Now, Google Hangouts is very cool. Check out the link. I've done a video on Google Hangouts. Go watch it. Leave some comments. It should be a very good video to familiarize yourself with Google Hangouts. Over here on the left, we have a menu. It's a drop-down menu. Mouse over it, we get our menu. We can go home. We're already home. We can go to our profile, which just changes our picture, and we can put in our address and where we've worked and stuff like that. We can go to people. This is one of the really cool things. When we go to people, we can find people. We can look at the people that have us in their circle, and you may have some of those already. People may already follow you, especially if you work for my district, because you automatically have a Google+ account. So if somebody's been using it, you may have gotten an email, so-and-so added you to their Google+ circles. This is the people that have me in their circles. And then I can go to my circles. And these are all the people that I have assigned to certain circles. So I want to follow these people, and then I can organize them into my circles. Now, your circles show up down here at the bottom. And if you mouse over, you can kind of get a glimpse at who all's in that circle. If I wanted to add somebody to a circle, I can click on them, drag them to the circle, and now that person's in the circle. Let's see. I got Candace Strickland in my friend circle. If I wanted to add her to my coworker circle, I can. Oh, she's already in that circle. Is she in the facilitator circle? She's already in the facilitator, so she's already in multiple circles. If I want to put her in my following circle, so now I'm following her, so she's in a different group. Following means nothing. It's just a word, okay? Friends, family, acquaintances, following. Those are the whatever you want them to be. You can create your own circle. If I want to create a circle, I can click the little plus. I can say funny people, and then create an empty circle. And now I have a circle of funny people. And let's see, somebody that's funny. Well, Clay's pretty funny guy, so I'm going to put him in there. So Patrick's a funny guy. I'll put him in there. So you see, I can put a lot of different people in my circles, and it doesn't matter what the circles are called. It's how I want to organize it. And then, like I said, all we got to do is go back to our home page, and now we can read or see the post by the people that we want to see the post from. Apparently, neither one of my funny people have ever posted in Google+. So that's the people, which is a really cool feature of Google Plus. And then let's look at communities, because communities is where I find a lot of value in Google Plus. So we click on communities, and then it brings up all these communities that I've joined. It makes some suggestions on things that Google thinks that I might like to join. This is the Google Education group in South Carolina. If you haven't joined that one, by all means, please do. Anna Baldwin helps run that one, or runs that one. But it's a lot of really great information from South Carolina teachers in that one. Autocrat is a community of people who use Autocrat. It's an add-on for Google Forms. It's an add-on for Google Sheets that you use Forms for, but it helps. When I fill out a form, it'll email out what I want it to email out. It's a mail merge add-on. Anderson 5 is a private group community that I'm in, and I don't even remember who all's in that one or why. Ninth grade teachers, that was one that we put together to kind of talk between schools with the ninth grade teachers when I was still teaching at Westside. You can also go to recommended for you. Sometimes there'll be more up here, sometimes there won't. But you can also search communities. So let's say I wanted to search community for, I don't know, I wanted to search for Hour of Code, because my students are going to be doing Hour of Code in December. So I type in Hour of Code in my search, and look, I get all these communities that talk about Hour of Code. Okay, there's some free Bitcoins out there for Hour of Code, I guess. But these are communities from all over the world. You may not know exactly where they're from, and they may not be the official Hour of Code people that did the community. But the community is going to be based on people who are interested in that topic and want to discuss that topic. It's not going to, typically, they're not going to get off topic or go way out in left field. It'll be a place where you can go and read people's questions, find people's answers, ask your own questions, or help other people by answering their questions. The community is a very helpful type environment in Google+, and I highly recommend you check it out. Find some communities that you like, that you're interested in. If you have any kind of questions, communities usually give you really good answers and give you answers by multiple people with multiple experiences. But in the search, we can look at our collections, people pages. These are all people, Hour of Code, decided to become a person in Clark County School District. Or you can look at everything. So this is going to be everything associated with Hour of Code. Posts about it, people and pages, the communities, everything about Hour of Code is going to be listed under everything. So if we go back home, back to our home screen, the last thing we want to talk about with Google Plus is how to share stuff, okay? So I want to share a comment, and it defaults to a public comment. But if I don't want it to be public, I can click the little X, and now it's not public at all. But it needs to go to somebody. So I can click on the to line and pull up my circles. So now it's going to go to all my circles. Okay, well, I don't want it to go to all my circles. I don't want to go to certain people. So if I scroll down under here, I can send it out to any one of my particular circles, and it'll send it just to those people. Those are the only people that'll be able to see it. I can send it out to the communities that I'm a member of. Okay, so just that community will see this post. I can actually type in individual people's names, and now it's only going to go to that one individual person. So it's very customizable, if that's a word, how you share your information on Google+. I can add a picture, I can add a link from my Google Photos or from my computer. I can share a poll, just a simple question. People would check yes or no. I get the results back, all kinds of stuff. Now, I don't want to send a message, so I'm going to cancel out of that. I can add an event to my Google Calendar. I can share a video. Easiest to share videos from YouTube, but you can share any video you want with anybody you want in your circles. So Google Plus, very cool tool, very resource rich, very knowledge rich type environment. And you don't get a lot of pop-ups and emails from it and stuff like that. Check it out. Leave comments below. If you use it, you find something really cool, you find a really cool community to join, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to catch all the new videos, and click the little thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Thanks.